Hey guys, what's up? So if you guys have been watching any of my videos, you're gonna know that I just replaced the transfer case in my Jeep with a new to me one that I rebuilt. And right now I'm actually doing a fluid change. It's maybe only been 300 miles, if that. And I'm just doing this fluid change to flush out any of the actual metal particles that might be in that transfer case. I cleaned it out real good, but we don't know how long it's been sitting in the salvage yard before I put it in my Jeep. So any of the metal shavings that might have came out or that might be in there, I wanted to get out with that fluid while it still can. Not to mention, whenever I put in the transfer case the new plugs, I forgot to put Teflon tape on them. Since I'm not using the original plugs, it's always a good idea to use Teflon tape if you're using aftermarket ones or anything like that. So we'll get to that. There's a few things you're going to need for this job. First thing is a nice socket. Now the ones I have now are 3/8. I believe stock was 10 millimeter, and depending on the year it was a Torx bit. I think it was a 55. But 10 millimeter or 3/8, Torx 55 or 10 millimeter, but mine just so happens to be a 3/8 because I got the new plugs. You're going to want to get a good set. I got a Husky. They normally are pretty decent. Also, another thing you're going to need, anytime you're using aftermarket plugs, like I said, you're going to need Teflon tape. Just to put a little bit around the plugs. The threads are not going to be the same. They might be the same, but they're not going to be the same tolerances. Actually, right now I have a little bit of a drip in the drain plug because of it, and I forgot to put Teflon tape, like I said. Now this stuff is real cheap, 57 cents, 80 cents. I was just at Home Depot, and there's like 4 different kinds, ranging from 57 cents to $3. I got some that was $2. Might as well get yourself a good roll of this. You know, you're not going to use it that much, but whenever you need it, you're going to have a good set. Also, you're going to need the fluid. Right here is the fluid that I have. I normally use Valvoline, but Pennzoil and Valvoline, same thing, just different color bottles. Originally it was Dextron 2. But any Dextron 3 will work. That's what you gotta use now, because they don't really make the Dextron 2. And but just make sure you don't get like ATF4. Some people have had some issues with that. So we'll see how this goes. And I believe it's 1.8 quarts, something like that. And if you don't have a funnel, you're gonna need a pump of some sort. So anyways, we'll get this job on. Also, you're gonna need a oil catch pan, but that's kind of common sense. All right, see you guys under there. All right guys, this is my transfer case. This is the MP231 case, so let's get to it. Now you're gonna want to do the fill plug first. Do not do the drain plug first. It's a bad idea. My luck, I'd get the drain plug out perfectly fine, but then the fill plug would have a problem. Now there might be some, depending on if your Jeep's level or not. I know mine probably will not fill out of there. Probably going to be low. Like I said, it was dripping for about a week or two. Now with this Teflon tape, you don't need a lot. Just get it around. Now, like I said before, this Teflon tape stuff, it's really good if you're using aftermarket plugs. If you're putting in your old ones, most likely you're not going to need it, but it will keep from leaking, or at least it'll help out. Alright guys, it's slowed down quite a bit, so I'll go ahead and put this drain plug in. Like I said guys, with these aftermarket plugs, you know, the threads might be technically the right threads, but they're not going to have, they might not have the exact same to the millimeter taper or anything like that, so you're going to want to be very careful whenever you're putting these in, not to damage the threads that are in the case. Just tighten it down till, you know, it feels snug, and then you should be good. Alright, so that one's in. We'll get the fluid in there. Here's a tip for you guys with Teflon tape. Wrap it in such a way that whenever you're turning it in righty-tighty, that it doesn't, the edge doesn't catch. Because if you do, then you're gonna have to wrap it again, because this Teflon tape stuff will just come right on off. This is a little bit of a long process. If you're smart, unlike me, and get one that has like a barb on the a hose that has a barb on the end, then you're smart. And I've done this a lot with one of these. It just takes a long time. Alright guys, that actually took a lot less than I thought. Right over a quart. Alright guys, what's next is wipe off this transfer case the best you can. And then you'll drive it just a little bit, doesn't have to be much, but make sure you put it in four-wheel drive, and then park it and check for leaks right afterwards. You know, have it sit there for a little bit and just check for some leaks. Luckily it just snowed, so I'm good with that. I just have to pull up and check it out in an hour or two. But there you go. That's how you do your transfer case refill. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know you can probably see like a lot of these videos online. I just wanted to give a little bit of input on the actual Teflon tape, when you're going to use it, which again is anytime you're using new plugs, or your rig is a little bit older, and that's a good time to use it too. But anyways, stay tuned for some more videos, especially about the Jeep. I'm thinking about getting a transfer case skid sometime soon, and that'd be really cool to put on and show you guys how to put it on. I'm thinking Rusty's or Skid Row, but I definitely think Rusty's might be winning it. So anyways, you guys have a good day. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments, and like the video and share. Thank you.